Okay, starting in the kitchen nook, these three are, well, the two Bourkes are hand-fed from last year, still with us. They were late hatches. And Glitter down there is a splendid male. I hope to find a hen for him someday. Yeah, and you're a sweet girl. Yes, you are. Yeah, they're both hens, these little Bourkes. Yeah, you're a good girl. So they're available still. And down below, nobody's out of the box. So this is Starfire and Sunset, and they have at least 2 babies. I don't want to make her move, but she had yesterday 2 red-eyed babies. Yeah, and Starfire and Sunset are both very tame. You'll be good parents. They haven't been the best of parents, but they do okay. All right, little ones. This is our matriarch, Rosie, with her single baby. As she's gotten older, she doesn't hatch as many eggs. She only laid 3 and just hatched this one. And she's a wonderful mother. She used to be a foster mother, but I kind of figure she's getting older that 1 is the most she ought to have to handle for now. Up here, so this is Ruby and her 3 babies, and they are much older than the other birds that we have. She was the first one to lay eggs, the first one to hatch them. There are 2 Rosies and one that I think is an opaline fallow. Hey Ruby, Ruby Rubino. I know, sweetie, you're so good. And these 3 are all banded with 2021 bands because L&M went out of business and getting bands from somebody else. I ordered them in December, hoping that L&M, okay, I'll leave you alone. Let's let her go first. All right. Over there is her mate. That's Rudy. And Sweetheart on the other side. In any case, when L&M went out of business, I went around and found another supplier. And they said, well, it's going to be March before we can get you any bands. And so I said, okay, I will put my nest boxes up a month later than usual, and that should work out okay. Well, March came and went and no bands. And they told me, oh, it'll be April. Well, now it's the end of April and still no bands. So I have 13 baby birds out of all my hens so far, and all of those 13 have bands from, excuse me, they all have bands from 2021 that were left over, starting I believe with band number 37, and they can go up to band number 50, and then I don't have any more. But the 13 are covered, and I hope this company, which I don't think much of, will have bands in time for second clutches. But I'm going to have 13 birds that have bands that say 2021 instead of 22. I just hope and pray that when the bands do come, that they look like L&M's bands did. We shall see. So have a happy rest of the day, everybody. Bye-bye. Next door to Ruby and Rudy are Sweetheart and Valentine. And they don't have anything yet. It would be a surprise if they did. But they're very sweet birds. Yeah. And downstairs we just looked at Rosie in her box. And I can show you, I didn't show you before. That is Pretty Boy, Rosie's mate. And down here, these 2, we have, actually the male is a son of Rosie and Pretty Boy, and the female a rainbow is out of someone else's flock, not ours. And so far they have not done anything. I think it's her fault. She has a strange way of asking to mate. She's very different than my other hens. So we'll just cross our fingers, but so far nothing from them, and they're both mature enough. But we'll see what happens. Maybe someday they'll get with it. We could hope. There's our sweetheart checking in. He says, let me see what she's doing down there. Our birds are so curious. Okay, let me close her lid. And you can see Sweetheart's mate is in that little box back there. That's by her choice. She has a nest box, perfectly fine nest box, right here. Sweetheart's been in it and investigated it for her and everything. Yes, he has. He's a good daddy bird. But she kept laying her eggs on the floor just like last year. So where she was laying them, I put this box with I lined it with paper towel and put pine shavings on top of it. And she's kind of moved this towel aside and sitting there. I don't know if she's got an egg or not, probably. I have 2 eggs in the box that aren't any good that I picked up off the floor, hoping she'd go in the box, the nest box. And she didn't. She wants to be in that corner, so that's where she is. Gave her a box and she seems perfectly fine. Last year she brooded eggs in a box like this, but they didn't hatch. They weren't fertile. But I've watched them this year and it looks to me like maybe for the first time they may have successfully mated. I've got my fingers crossed. She was able to hold still and not fall off a perch for her much larger mate. Sweetheart is a very big bird, yeah, for a Bourke. So it'd be really wonderful if he could be a father. I would really like that. He was a bachelor for a long time before he accepted this little girl. So Sweetheart and Valentine. All right, this is Songster. Hello, Songster, you're so handsome. Get the door up. Songster is, his mate Blossom has babies. Yeah, let's go look at your family, Songster. He is an opaline, fallow rosy Bourke with red eyes. What have we got in here, Blossom? That little baby has red eyes. Looks like it's going to be an opaline fallow or a cream. Yeah. Okay, I'm not going to make her move right now because she still has eggs that hopefully will hatch. Now, upstairs. There's our handsome Stormy. Handsome Stormy. Got too many waters in the way to open all the doors. Yeah, we have a lot of water available for everybody. Oh, I don't want you to come out, sweetheart. He's not sweetheart, he's Stormy, but anyway. How are we doing in here? Hello. Hi, Peaches. You don't want me to pester you, do you? Your babies are growing big, I know. Peaches is tame, but she is very protective of her babies. She says, go away, leave me alone. Leave me alone, I don't want to be bothered. Okay, we won't bother you. My other hens are less fussy than she. Okay. Stormy, however, he's pretty. He's pretty mild-mannered. Yeah. Okay, so those are our current wonderful babies. 5 hens with babies. 5 Bourke's parakeets. Or Bourke's parakeets, however you choose to say it. Bourke or Bourke. And we have 5 hens with youngsters. So things are gonna be interesting as they start to grow. Can't tell yet exactly what each one is gonna look like. So we'll keep you posted. Bye for now.